This is a video to explain how to use the Forms tool inside of Google. And one of the things I do recommend that you use is the Google Chrome browser for this, because Firefox seems to get an error message every so often whenever you use this. So when you open up Google Chrome, you get something that looks along like this. If you're not using it, you have to go to google.com. And when you get to google.com, it's best that you log in with your account. An account is free, so please go ahead and actually log in with that, and or create your account and then log in. The next thing you're going to do is go to the heading up here called Drive. So now when you get to Drive, Drive is what they used to call the Google Docs, where you could actually have a wide variety of things that you create, share to other people, or things that have been shared with you from other people. And it's great for collaboration and all that. So first off, I'm going to go to My Drive, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a new form. Now this is great for doing online surveys. So I'm going to go ahead and type this in, and I'm going to say, who are you? And so I have, that's going to be a question that I pose to, let's just say, anybody. And so I'm going to have this survey that I send out to people to expect them to fill it out. Now I could choose any one of these different choices here. You can look through all of them. I'm going to go ahead and click on OK here. And it's always a good idea to give people an idea of what they're filling out. So you might say in this location, this survey is to find out more about students in EDL 546, for example. You might also say there are 10 questions so that people have an idea of what to expect, and also let people know what you're going to be using it for. These responses, and you would go on and describe, will be kept private, will be used for a research study, any information will not be given away, that sort of thing. People want to know what they're filling out. And if it's for students, you might say to them that this will not impact their grade, but of course if it is supposed to, then you would want to make sure that you say that this will be part of your grade for such and such. So put that in there. One of the first things you might do is say, what is your name? And the way to choose that, you can go to text, in which case you get a small area, and that you would want to make maybe a required question if that's really something you want. Now if you do want it to be anonymous, then you wouldn't even ask this question at all. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on Add New Item, and I'm going to put in a question. Now this is a paragraph text. This would be used for an open-ended essay question. So an example might be, why did you choose to go into education? And that would allow people a much longer answer to be able to put in there. That's more of an essay answer. And your help text might be, please be specific, or anything that you are looking for, you want to help people with. If we go on to add an item here, you could go on and do multiple choice. Multiple choice would be a yes/no question, like have you always taught in Illinois? Yes or no. Or you could do something along the lines of what states have you taught in? And then what you could do is you could put in Illinois. You could go ahead and put in Midwest, whatever you want to put in. You'd want to obviously spend more time than I'm doing right here. You might want to put in other answers there, and so forth and so on. And now if you chose multiple choice, the problem with multiple choice is that what if you did choose teach in all those different places? You might choose to do a checkbox instead, where they can check multiple different answers, and then that allows for a lot of information to come in rather than just limiting them to one answer. You could also choose from a list. You can do a scale of 1 to 10, or you can do a grid where you say, here's a whole bunch of items, please rank them all 1 to 10. And that's kind of handy when you're doing a wide variety of items in the same question. So I'm going to go ahead and just do checkbox on that. I'm going to go to done. And so when we're done here, I can go in and actually view the live form as it is. And ultimately, you're really going to spend a lot of time going through this and make sure you're getting all of your answers very carefully chosen, make sure the information you're getting is good. But when you're ready, you can go to View Live Form. And when you view the live form, this is what people are going to see. Okay? And this is your URL that you would send out to people. So right up here you can see that you've got Google Docs. I'm going to copy that. I can go to Edit and Copy. And let's just pretend that I'm practicing how to use it. I'm going to open up a new tab. I'm going to go to Edit and Paste. And let's just make sure it works. I press Return. There it is. I've just tested to make sure that it works. It's so important that when you send out a link to people that you've tested to see that it works. Maybe even try putting it into another browser. Open up Internet Explorer or Firefox or Opera. There's a lot of choices out there to choose from. And that's an important thing because if you can't get your survey out to people, then it pretty much defeats the purpose of it. Well, going back, let's go back to the actual thing that you're working on. You can go and do a wide variety of other things that you can choose to do. And so I'm going to go back to my Google Drive. Here is my survey. If I go to Who Are You? I'm able to then go in and do any kind of editing or modifications that are necessary. All right. When you're finally done, we want to go in and look at the responses and look at the summary of the responses. And Google does a nice job of creating charts for you. So you can see that there aren't any information in there, but you can actually see a lot of information. Once you've had it filled in, you could even test it yourself. Put in information and make sure that it actually is collecting things for you. So there's three different things. There's editing it, and then there is also the sending it out to people, and then there's checking the data. Okay. That should do it for now. Good luck with all of that.